Leo, has anyone ever asked you, how are you feeling? And the only honest answer was, you have absolutely no idea.
Yes, multiple times this week alone. Someone asked me how I was at the coffee shop, and I said fine, but inside I was feeling like a potato left in the sun too long.
A potato left in the sun.
I don't know how else to describe it. Kind of soft, a little confused, slightly warm, but not in a good way.
That is actually really interesting, though, because most people, even native English speakers, struggle to describe how they actually feel. They say fine or okay or not bad, and that's it. But none of those words say anything real.
Fine might be the most dishonest word in the English language.
Tell me more about that.
Think about it. When someone says, I'm fine, what does that actually mean? It could mean everything is genuinely great, or it could mean I am absolutely not fine and I really hope you notice. There's a whole spectrum of human emotion packed into 4 letters.
And that's exactly the problem. In English, there are hundreds of words for feelings, rich, specific, beautiful words. But most people, especially English learners, only use about 5 of them. Happy, sad, angry, tired, fine.
That is literally my complete emotional vocabulary. I'm an emoji keyboard with only 5 options.
Today, we are going to give you a lot more options. Your emotional emoji keyboard is about to get a serious upgrade.
Finally, I've needed this for years.
Welcome back to Speak English Podcast, the show where we help you speak English the way real people actually speak it. Every single episode, we dive into real conversations, real vocabulary, and real phrases you can start using right away. The name says everything, Speak English Podcast, because our one goal is to get you speaking with confidence, not just memorizing grammar tables.
We are so glad you tuned in today. Whether you're listening while walking, cooking, working, or staring at your ceiling quietly wondering how you feel about all your life choices.
Very specific, Leo.
This episode is absolutely for you.
By the end of today's episode, you will have a rich, natural vocabulary for expressing your feelings in English. You'll know how to say so much more than I'm fine or I'm sad. You'll have phrases that are honest, expressive, and appropriate for every situation, from casual conversations to professional ones.
No more emotional potato moments. We're fixing this today.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Leo. Let's get into it.
Let's start with something important. Why do people, especially English learners, find it so difficult to express feelings naturally?
I think it's because when you're actually feeling something, your brain forgets half the vocabulary it knows. In your own language, you can describe emotions quickly. In English, you pause, search, panic a little, and then just say, I feel bad.
That is such a real experience. And here's something fascinating. There's actually a concept called emotional vocabulary. It's the collection of words you have available to describe your inner world. And research shows that people with a richer emotional vocabulary are genuinely better at understanding and managing their own feelings.
Wait, so the more words I know for feelings, the better I actually feel? That seems almost too simple.
It sounds simple, but it's powerful. When you can name exactly what you're experiencing, you understand it better. Think about this. There's a big difference between feeling sad and feeling disappointed and feeling heartbroken. All 3 are painful, but they describe very different experiences.
Absolutely. Disappointed and devastated are not the same thing. Disappointed is when your pizza order is slightly wrong. Devastated is when the pizza order is wrong and they forgot the garlic bread.
Those are perfect examples, actually. Disappointed. Let's look at that word. It means you expected something good to happen and it didn't. There was an expectation and it wasn't met.
Like every movie trailer I've ever trusted.
Exactly. And devastated, that means deeply shocked and emotionally destroyed by something significant. It's a much stronger, heavier word. You wouldn't say you're devastated because the coffee was cold.
I mean, I might.
The point is, precision matters. Having the right word changes how you communicate and even how you process what you're going through.
Okay, let's start with the nice feelings, because I could use some of those right now.
Let's do it. Positive feelings first, because happy is just one word, and there is a whole universe of happiness that English can describe.
I honestly thought happiness was just happy. You feel it or you don't.
Not even close. Let's start with thrilled. It means extremely happy and excited about something specific. I was thrilled to hear the news. It has energy and movement to it.
Thrilled sounds so much more alive than happy, like you actually jumped a little.
Then there's ecstatic. That means so overwhelmingly happy you can barely contain yourself. Ecstatic is thrilled but amplified. Winning the lottery happy.
Ecstatic. That's the level where you call people you haven't spoken to in 5 years just to share the news.
And elated, similar to ecstatic but a little more composed. She was elated when she got the job offer. It's a high, bright kind of happiness.
Elated sounds elegant, like you're extremely happy but still wearing a nice shirt about it.
That is honestly the best definition of elated I have ever heard. Then there's content, which is completely different from excited happiness. Content means peacefully and quietly satisfied, like everything is just right.
Content is that feeling on a Sunday morning when you have nowhere to be, there's good coffee, and your phone is on silent.
That is exactly it. I'm feeling really content right now. It's warm and still, not loud or exciting, just deeply okay. And then there's grateful, feeling genuinely thankful and appreciative for something or someone.
Grateful is interesting because you can feel grateful and still feel other things at the same time. I can feel grateful for my job and still find Monday mornings brutal.
That is called mixed feelings. We will absolutely get to that. But for now, notice how different each of these words feels. Thrilled, ecstatic, elated, content, grateful. Each one paints a specific emotional picture.
My emotional picture used to be a stick figure. This is much better.
Now let's talk about the harder feelings, because life is not only coffee and Sunday mornings.
Mostly it's meetings and traffic, honestly.
Exactly. Negative feelings are just as important to express, and finding the right words for them actually makes them easier to handle. Let's start with sadness. Instead of just sad, you could say gloomy, which is a heavy, low kind of sadness, often without one specific cause.
Gloomy, like the sky in November. You're not crying, you're just gray.
And melancholy, that's a softer, more poetic sadness. It's almost beautiful in a strange way. There's something melancholy about the end of summer. It's reflective and quiet.
Oh, melancholy is a gorgeous word. I've always liked the sound of it, and now I know I'm actually allowed to use it about myself.
Absolutely use it. I feel a bit melancholy today. Sounds thoughtful and emotionally aware. Now, what about frustration? That's a big one.
Frustration is my main weekday emotion, especially involving technology and other people's driving.
Frustrated means you're trying to achieve something and you're being blocked or prevented. It's energy with nowhere to go. I'm really frustrated with this situation. And there's a close cousin, irritated, which is a lighter version. Small things that bother you repeatedly.
Irritated is when the notification sound won't stop. Frustrated is when the entire system crashes.
Perfect distinction. Now, drained, that's emotional exhaustion, when your energy is completely used up, not because of physical work, but because of emotional effort.
Drained, like your battery's at 2% and there's no charger anywhere.
I feel totally drained after that conversation. It's honest and people understand it immediately. And then there's overwhelmed, when there's just too much happening and you cannot manage or process all of it.
Overwhelmed is my Monday morning. It has been my Monday morning for approximately 6 years.
And anxious, worried and nervous about something that might happen in the future. I've been feeling anxious about the presentation.
Wait, I've heard that anxiety and excitement actually feel the same in your body. Is that true?
Yes, your heart beats faster, your stomach tightens, the physical sensation is almost identical. The difference is purely in how you interpret it. And research shows that if you reframe "I'm anxious" as "I'm excited," you actually perform better. Your body is in the same state, you just change the story.
So I can choose between terrified of this presentation and excited about this presentation, and they're actually describing the same physical feeling?
Exactly. The words you choose for your feelings genuinely change your experience of them. That's why this vocabulary matters so much.
I just learned something that might change my entire relationship with presentations. Give me a moment.
Now, let's explore something really interesting, mixed feelings and complex emotions, because real life is rarely just one clean feeling.
Oh, this is every holiday for me. I'm happy to see my family and stressed by my family at the exact same time. It's a full emotional experience.
That is a textbook example of mixed feelings, experiencing two or more emotions simultaneously, often emotions that seem to contradict each other. I have mixed feelings about moving to a new city. I'm excited, but also really scared.
Wait, how do you express mixed feelings naturally in conversation, though? Because I feel multiple things at once sounds a little strange.
There are really natural ways. You can say, I'm happy for you, but honestly, I feel a little jealous too. Or, I'm relieved it's over, but I'm also kind of sad about it ending. The word but holds both feelings together. You're not choosing one, you're naming both.
And bittersweet. Is that the word for this?
Bittersweet is a beautiful word. It means something is simultaneously sweet and sad. The last day of a wonderful vacation, finishing a book you loved, your child's first day of school. You're happy, but something is also ending.
Graduation was completely bittersweet. Excited to finish, terrified about what came next, proud and sad and relieved all at once. I didn't have a word for it at the time.
Now you do. And there's another useful phrase. I can't quite put my finger on it, which means you feel something, but you can't name it exactly. It's a feeling without a clear label.
That is my every Sunday evening. Something feels off and I cannot identify what.
That Sunday evening feeling actually has a name. It's called the Sunday scaries, that low-level anxiety that creeps in as the week approaches.
There is a name for this? I have felt this my entire adult life and nobody told me it had a word?
The Sunday scaries. Very common, very real, and now officially part of your vocabulary.
I feel seen and also slightly validated, which brings me to, do we talk about validated later?
We absolutely do.
Okay, here's something I've always found tricky. How do you express feelings at work, like professionally? Because you can't walk into a status meeting and say, I feel devastated about the Q3 numbers.
Although honestly, that would be refreshing. In professional settings, there's a different layer of emotional vocabulary. It's more measured, more precise, but still genuine. Instead of I'm worried, you might say, I have some concerns.
I have some concerns sounds so much more composed and calm than I'm worried. Same feeling, completely different impression.
Concerned is a professional-level feeling word. It says, I've noticed something, I take it seriously, and I'm thinking clearly about it. I'm a little concerned about the timeline. Sounds like a thoughtful professional, not a panicking one.
What about positive feelings at work? Like when you genuinely care about a project?
You can say, I'm really enthusiastic about this. Enthusiastic means eager, excited, and genuinely interested. Or, I find this really engaging. Engaging means it captures your energy and attention in a meaningful way.
Engaging is a great word, more sophisticated than interesting. Like it's not just catching your attention, it's holding it.
And for when you're under pressure, I'm feeling a bit stretched at the moment, meaning you have more on your plate than feels comfortable. Or the phrase, my plate is quite full right now.
My plate is full. I love that one. You can actually picture it. There is no more room. Do not add anything else to this plate.
These expressions communicate feelings honestly while fitting the professional context. Because your emotions don't disappear at work, you just have a different vocabulary for expressing them.
At work, I feel like I'm operating a version of myself that only has approved professional emotions.
That's actually called emotional labor, the work of managing and presenting your feelings in ways that fit the situation, even when they don't match what you're actually feeling inside. It's a real concept, and it's genuinely exhausting.
Wait, emotional labor is an actual recognized thing?
Very much so. Customer service workers, teachers, healthcare workers, anyone who has to manage their emotional presentation all day experiences a lot of emotional labor. It uses real energy.
This explains why I feel so tired at 5 o'clock, even when I wasn't doing anything physically demanding.
Managing your emotional expression takes effort, and now you have a word for it. There's one more piece of this, and it's so important: knowing how to respond when someone else shares their feelings.
I tend to say that's tough, and then move immediately into problem-solving mode. I have been told this is not always helpful.
You are not alone. The most common mistake is jumping straight to advice or solutions before the person feels heard. The first step is always to acknowledge the feeling.
What does acknowledging the feeling actually look like in real words?
You can say, "That sounds really difficult." Simple, warm, and it confirms that you heard them. Or, "I can imagine how hard that must have been." You're making an effort to understand without claiming to know exactly how they feel.
What's the difference between I know how you feel and I can imagine how you feel?
That's such a good question. "I know how you feel" can come across as dismissive, as if you're centering the experience on yourself. "I can imagine how you feel" says, "I'm trying to understand. I'm with you, but I respect that this is your experience and not mine."
That's a subtle distinction, but it really does feel different. One closes down the conversation slightly, the other keeps it open.
Exactly. You can also say, "That must have been really overwhelming," using "must have been" to reflect back what they described. Or simply, "I'm really sorry you're going through this." That one is short, genuine, and needs no explanation.
What about when you want to encourage someone to keep talking? Sometimes people just hint at something and you want them to feel safe sharing more.
You can say, "Do you want to talk about it?" which gives them a complete choice, no pressure. Or, "I'm here if you need to talk," an open offer without expectation. These phrases create a safe space for someone to open up.
I spent years changing the subject when conversations got emotional because I didn't know what to say. I just didn't have the words.
So many people do exactly that. But learning how to sit with someone in a difficult moment and having even a few simple phrases genuinely changes the quality of your relationships, in any language.
This section might be the most practically useful thing I've learned this year, and I learned some good stuff this year.
Okay, time for phrase power. Let's go through the most useful phrases from today's topic one by one.
Ready. I am mentally writing all of these down.
Phrase 1. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. Honest, clear, and explains why you might seem stressed or distracted.
Professional, genuine, and gives people context without oversharing.
Phrase 2. I can't quite put my finger on it. For when you feel something, but you can't identify it exactly.
Sunday evening energy. I'll use this constantly.
Phrase 3. I have mixed feelings about that. When you're experiencing more than one emotion at the same time.
This one saves you from having to choose just one emotion when the truth is more complicated.
Phrase 4. I'm feeling a little drained today. Emotionally exhausted, expressed calmly and clearly.
Works beautifully at work. Much better than, I have been awake since 5 and I am done.
Phrase 5. That sounds really difficult for acknowledging someone else's feelings before doing anything else.
Step 1, say this. Step 2, resist the urge to immediately fix everything.
Phrase 6. I've been feeling a bit off lately. Something isn't right, but you can't fully explain it.
Off is such a useful word. Small, vague, honest. People understand it immediately.
Phrase 7. I'm genuinely excited about this. Strong, clear, positive. The word genuinely adds weight.
Genuinely means you actually mean it, not just being polite.
Phrase 8. I'm a little anxious about it, but I'm trying to stay positive. Honest about nerves and forward-looking at the same time.
Vulnerable and optimistic. That's a powerful combination.
Phrase 9. I feel like a weight has been lifted. The relief after stress or worry finally ends.
You can physically feel it when you say that phrase. It's perfect.
Phrase 10. I'm really grateful for your support. Expressing gratitude in a warm and specific way.
Much richer than just thanks. It names the feeling and makes the other person feel valued.
Phrase 11. I'm not in a great headspace today. Casually communicating that your mental or emotional state isn't at its best.
Headspace. That means your mental and emotional state at a given moment, right? Like your inner weather.
Exactly. I'm in a good headspace means clear, calm, and positive. Not in a great headspace means approach with gentleness today.
I'm going to start using not in a great headspace instead of just looking at people with tired eyes and hoping they understand.
Phrase 12. I feel like myself again. After a difficult period, one of the most beautiful things you can say.
I feel like myself again. That sentence carries so much in it. It says, I went through something hard and I came back from it.
And phrase 13. I'm holding up, meaning you're managing okay despite difficulty. Not perfect, but not falling apart either.
How are you? I'm holding up. That is a real, honest answer, not pretending everything is great, not catastrophizing, just I'm here, I'm managing.
13 phrases. Learn one at a time, and your emotional conversations in English will never be the same. Time for the word tour. 9 vocabulary words straight from today's episode. Leo, you ask me what each one means.
I'm ready. This might be my favorite section.
Word 1, melancholy.
What does melancholy mean?
Melancholy is a quiet, deep sadness, often without one specific cause. It's reflective and almost poetic. I always feel a little melancholy at the end of autumn. It's not sharp or dramatic, it's more like a soft, persistent ache.
Melancholy. It even sounds like what it means. Slow and heavy and a little beautiful.
Word 2, overwhelmed.
What does overwhelmed mean?
Overwhelmed means there is too much, too many tasks, too much emotion, too many things happening at once, and you can no longer manage or process it comfortably. I'm feeling really overwhelmed this week.
Overwhelmed is my Monday morning, my Wednesday afternoon, and occasionally my Friday, too. Good to have the word.
Word 3, elated.
What does elated mean?
Elated means extremely happy and filled with energy, a high, bright kind of joy. She was absolutely elated when she received the news. It's happiness with momentum.
Elated, like happy, but wearing a party hat and making a noise about it.
That is the definition I'm keeping. Word 4, drained.
What does drained mean as a feeling?
Drained means your energy, especially your emotional energy, is completely used up. I feel totally drained after that long meeting. Not physically tired from exercise, but emotionally emptied by effort or stress.
Like your phone is at 0% and the charger is in another room.
Exactly. Word 5, anxious.
What does anxious mean?
Anxious means worried or uneasy, usually about something in the future or something uncertain. I've been feeling anxious about the interview. The physical sensations, racing heart, tight stomach, are very similar to excitement. The difference is interpretation.
And you can choose to reframe anxiety as excitement. My brain still cannot believe this is real.
Word 6, content.
What does content mean as an emotion?
As a feeling, content means peacefully and quietly satisfied, not loudly happy, just warmly, deeply okay. I feel really content this evening. It's the calm kind of good.
The Sunday morning with good coffee feeling. Twice a year for me. I'm working on increasing it.
Word 7, validated.
What does validated mean when it's about feelings?
To feel validated means to feel that your feelings have been acknowledged and accepted, that someone heard you, understood you, and confirmed that what you feel makes sense. It's not about being told you're right, it's about being heard. I just need to feel validated right now.
This is why sometimes people don't want advice. They want to feel validated first. The advice can come after, but validation has to come first.
Exactly right. Being heard is a fundamental human need. Word 8, bittersweet.
What does bittersweet mean?
Bittersweet describes something that is simultaneously happy and sad, a mixture of the good and the painful. Leaving the city I grew up in was bittersweet. I was excited for what was ahead, but sad to leave what I was leaving behind.
Finishing a great book, the last day of a holiday, watching your younger sibling grow up, all bittersweet.
Word 9, resilient.
What does resilient mean?
Resilient means having the ability to recover from difficulties, setbacks, or hardship. She went through something really hard and came back stronger. She's incredibly resilient. It's a word of genuine strength and admiration.
That's an important word for this topic, because expressing feelings isn't just about the hard moments. It's about showing that you can move through them too.
Beautifully said. 9 words that will make your emotional life in English richer, more expressive, and more honest. Let's close with one thought. Expressing your feelings in English isn't just a language skill, it's a life skill. The words you choose shape how you understand your own experience and how deeply you connect with the people around you.
It genuinely surprised me today how much difference one word can make. The difference between sad and melancholy, between worried and anxious, between I know how you feel and I can imagine how you feel.
Small words, big impact. And the bravery to use them to actually say what you feel instead of defaulting to fine, that grows with practice.
Start small. One new word, one new phrase. You don't have to become a poet overnight.
This week's challenge, use one new feeling word every single day. Just one. I'm feeling a bit drained today. I feel genuinely content right now. I'm a little overwhelmed, but I'm managing. Pay attention to how it changes the conversation and how it changes how you feel.
And if nothing else, at least now you have a word for the Sunday scaries. You are not alone. It's a recognized phenomenon, and I've been experiencing it my whole adult life.
There is comfort in having a name for things. Take care of your English.
And take care of yourself.
This is Sarah.
And this is Leo.
See you in the next episode.